What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Two Guys Rambling. We've been on a little hiatus for a little while. Well, no, because Joe's episode dropped with Joe. But before that, this is the first time me and Javi see each other in like 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks, which is quite a bit for us. Mm-hmm. We're having withdrawals from each other already.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I was on vacation, and Javi went on vacation.
I was here for a week.
Yeah, literally stayed here at my house at an undisclosed location for a week.
He locked me in the basement. Help.
Yeah. Shut up. So we're extremely excited to be back on the grind again, and going through the motion and starting to pick up where we left off. Big stuff happened, right? PCA happened. Mm-hmm. Big stuff in the news with Hunter Biden, all that stuff. Aliens, right? All kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a cover up of a Biden story.
I've even heard. Well, we'll get into it.
We'll get into it. But before we get in all into that madness, we're now calling this, because these now drop on Monday, and these are called the Rambling Report, and that's our news segments. You like that? You like that? So our Rambling Report will drop on Monday, and then just our regular ramble is going to drop on Thursdays. And that's whatever we're talking about. This week we're talking about like cigars on a cruise, because I just went on a cruise, right? Cigars on a cruise, how that whole thing goes down, and what it's like and what it's about. And so that's our second episode that drop on Thursday. This will drop on Monday. So I'm going to edit this shit tonight and get it out tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be short. I feel like it won't be that long.
Yeah, as long as we don't mess up and say, never dolphin noise.
And so please, before we get into all that madness, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends about us. Get them on here, so they can join that rambling community and become part of this family that we've created. There's people now, dude. It's super funny because now there's people that, like when I'm on a cigar forum or something, like they'll ask for the opinion now. And it's super funny because we're brand new to doing this kind of thing. You know what I mean? And so whenever we kind of have that, it's just funny now, right? That people are asking for that opinion. And now on a couple of the pages, I'm a top contributor, and I'm I don't know, they call it like a specialist or something like that. Yeah. Because of this, pretty much. Damn. I think, yeah. And so
maybe
it's super
I need more
funny.
social media.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm a ghost. Good luck.
And so that's the funny part. As we're gonna get into the light, the cut in the light about and celebrating it being sponsored by Club Humidor and stuff like that. But I want to take a second to talk about something that we had gotten a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But we hadn't brought it on yet, and I looked it up and I did some research and stuff like that. This thing called cigar gear. Mm-hmm. And when me and Javi saw this at the
cigar event,
the cycles
and
that Club Humidor. So for all of my fellow ramblers out there that play golf, this is something that you're going to absolutely love. Even if you don't play golf.
Yeah, it's still like if you're on your porch or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or like if I'm going to an event, right? Like if I'm going to a family get together or something like that, and we're outside, and I don't want to take an ashtray and all this stuff, right? This right here is called cigar gear, and they're sold on Etsy, and you can buy them for $16. This is a great buy for $16. Like, this is not bad. So I'll put all of the cigar gear information down at the bottom, but this is what it is. It's a coin, and it has a little like notch here. So that way, when I am either on the green playing golf, or I'm at my event or whatever it may be, I have a cigar rest that'll hold my cigar, and the cigar sizes get pretty big. Yeah. It'll hold, like, I think when we were at the event, we were using them at the event.
Yeah.
And I think we were smoking like 50 ring gauge. Yeah. So it was a little bit thicker cigar. And so they'll do that. But after I'm walking around, like, I can use this on the green. I can put this on the green with my cigar, right? So my cigar is out of the way while I'm putting. Like, these things are badass. Like, these are badass. I really, really like these. And the guy who owns them was, I'm not gonna lie, he gave us these.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about them because he gave them to us. We're talking about them because we actually fucking like these. Something that me and Javi will never do
is
never be a shill. We'll never talk about things that we don't actually like and say that you should like them. That's never gonna happen to me and Javi ever. Mm-hmm. You can throw the money bag at us. Not gonna happen.
I mean, unless we're talking like a mill, all right, then all right.
I don't know.
Hey, man. Bro, okay, you know what? Maybe
If they're trying to throw a mill at us, at that point though, we've got a pretty big fucking following. True. You know what I mean? So
then we could be like, nah, bro.
Like fuck off,
5
man.
mil, nah,
right?
right?
And so like this, I will put a link down in the bottom. I know I keep saying I'm gonna put links down in the bottom, and I never fucking put these links in the bottom.
10 mil.
Yeah, no, that's not enough. But I'll put these down. Take a look at them. Just take a couple seconds, look at them. If you're looking for a gift for somebody, for somebody,
and
who
he has
smokes,
different designs.
Dude, he has a Year of the Rabbit, the Davidoff Year of the Rabbit.
I saw the one he was showing us, the rabbit one.
Yes,
I was like,
gorgeous.
I'll buy that one.
Beautiful, dude. Beautiful. Yeah. And so definitely take a look at those. Like I said, I'll put that information down in the comments. I will put his email down in the comments as well too, so you can reach out to him because he does do customs.
Oh shit!
He does do customs. You have to buy a certain amount of them, obviously, right? And so he does do a custom ones. Y'all, just take a quick second, scroll down the bottom, take a look at it. And if you're looking for a gift for somebody who's a golfer and a cigar smoker, they'll absolutely fucking love this. Yeah. Without a doubt, they'll love this. For $16, can't beat it. Mm-mm. All right, so now look at this, huh?
Oh yeah, I got one.
Yeah, my new Zycar Club Humidor cutter, and that's how we're gonna cut it today, because the cut and the light is brought to you by Club Humidor of San Antonio. They have 3 locations: Huebner, San Pedro,
Thousand
Oaks. The 2 weeks didn't get them, folks. And Thousand Oaks. And if you want to go to a place that has prime cigars, they take care of their cigars, they love cigars, they care about them, Club Humidor is a spot to be at.
They're not just going to be like other cigar shops where they sit at the counter and they're like, yeah, go ahead inside.
Yeah. And no. They actually genuinely like cigars and love them and love to be around them, and they love to talk about them. That was Joe's favorite thing that he said. A lot of new people are coming in and asking to learn about the cigars, not just to pick them up and smoke them and try to get a nicotine high.
Dude, I hate when you have those guys who just go in there and they're like, they're just picking them up to smoke them. So they're like, oh, what's the cheapest? Like,
just to have the look of a cigar.
It's like, bro, is that a Rocky Patel, bro?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we're gonna get into cutting light. Sean's gonna tell us a little bit about these cigars. We're going to rate them. We're going to rate the cigar. We're going to talk about the cigar, but you have to watch the next episode on Thursday to see what our rating is and when we talk about it. We'll drop that. So we'll talk a little bit about them right now, and then we'll drop the rating of the cigar, and everything at the back end. And I am super excited to cut this. All right, Sean, take it away.
All right,
tell us about the cigar.
I'm back after my
long.
Yeah, remember I didn't
absence.
You're right.
So both Matt and Javi are smoking the CHF, which is the Club Humidor Fuente. Y'all all right?
We're good.
It's made. You okay?
We're good.
It's made by San Antonio's one and only Joe Torres. It's handmade in Nicaragua, and it's also a Nicaraguan full body. And yes, I think that's it, right?
That's pretty much it.
And he said he's triple ligero.
Oh yeah, they are triple ligero.
Mm-hmm.
Triple ligero cigar. So that means that it's going to be a strong fucking punch cigar there. But I'll tell you what.
I'll be coughing.
That first puff from the cigar, like Joe is a good friend of mine, and when you have good friends, you can tell them when their stuff is shit.
Yep.
That's the rule.
Yeah, he straight up told us after the podcast, or even during the podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
he was like, I want your honest opinion. Like, tell me what you think of it. And the 113 was really good. I like it. Mm-hmm. This fucking cigar right here, though, really fucking good.
There's a reason why we each bought 40 of these.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not very expensive either. They're not a very expensive cigar. So if you want to try something that's really limited, and really,
they still have some left, right?
They do still have some left, and they still have a 601, 301.
Oh yeah, the rabbit or whatever.
Yes, they still have that one too, which is another really, really fucking good cigar. And if you haven't smoked, you have to get them. If you want a cigar that is very exclusive, that's very limited, but that's a banger. How many times do we go and we hunt down cigars and we look for these cigars?
Yes.
And you go and you cut and you light and you're so fucking excited to smoke it, and it's crap.
Looking at you, Arturo Fuente. Nah.
It happens, dude. It happens so many times. And so this cigar right here, I promise you can have a great time with it. But I don't know if I rate it a 9 or if I don't rate it a 9. So you have to watch on Thursday to see what it is that we rate it. We'll talk about it a little bit more about it. The first thing that we're going to talk about though is PCA. PCA just happened in Vegas at the Venetian, and the Venetian crying about good problems to have.
Yep, 100%.
Like
and
that was.
they even bought themselves out of the contract, didn't they? The Venetian.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they were like, "Oh yeah, you guys can already go to New Orleans. Like, you don't have to do it here anymore. Like, go ahead, like leave."
So I think they have one more year in Vegas.
Oh no, Venetian said, "Nah, bro."
No, they have. So yeah.
They
so
still do?
The Venetian said no, but they still have one more year in Vegas.
Oh, so they have to pick another place.
I think they already said that it's going to be the Expo Hall.
But why would the Venetian, if you were bringing in, because think about it, your rooms sell out. Some cigar smokers drop big fucking money.
I was reading it, and the problem that they had was that their bars were too full.
And the walkways were too busy.
Yeah. There's too many, and I get, right, that there is you want your people to be comfortable, right, that are there, and you want them to be able to have a good time and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, but
income?
Yeah, if your bar is
making dollars?
Like imagine their bar is probably making what? 100K that night?
Maybe not that night, maybe a couple of nights.
You know what I mean?
They're probably for the week, they're probably pulling in like 250,000.
Yeah, easy.
Just in the bars.
Yeah.
Just in the bars. That's not including like food. That's not including like, cause there are thousands of people. And did you know that it's media only?
Yeah, I heard about that. You have to get a media pass. Right?
I'm just saying. I was saying, maybe we can file for one. I don't know how we do that, but you might see me and Javi at PCA next year, because that would be fucking amazing to see. So what me and Javi did is we each got 5 things that we took away from the PCA, 5 favorite things that we took away from the PCA. Did you pick 5 or did you not?
I picked like 3.
Oh, bro, I got 5. I got 5. I got 5 simple ones. Like they're not that crazy. My first favorite thing that I saw, Vertigo, dude.
Bro, was it that new
the new lighter?
Yes.
The thin one?
I want it.
Bro, I will never understand how Vertigo makes such good stuff
for such a good price.
So Vertigo is coming out with a lighter in June, so it should already be out.
Yeah.
It's a regular production. It is a 2.63 inches by 1.5 inch. That's how small this thing is, and it's thin,
is tiny. Super
small, super thin. It is, so if you're looking at the lighter obviously is not this big, but right here it has like a little flap that you pull down, and that's the ignition. So it's completely flat. There's nothing to push on the side or anything. You pull it down from the top. Gorgeous. It comes in 3 colors. It comes in a silver, a gray, a bronze color, and a black color. And the lighter costs $24.99.
Bro, where can I right? Do they have them for sale yet?
I don't know. I'm Club's gonna have them.
Yeah,
I'm more than certain they're gonna have them. $24.99, dude. Great fucking price for a lighter. Really, really good price for a lighter. Especially for beginners.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
you don't have to spend $50 on a good lighter.
You don't have to spend $50. And you can spend $24.99 and it look like a beautiful lighter still.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't have to feel like you're giving anything up because it's $24.99. Vertigo makes really good stuff. And so if you see that Vertigo lighter, that's on my top buy list. Like, if you see it, buy it, get it, take it with
100%.
you. Love it like it's your baby.
Because I feel like I can just slip that in my pocket and have no issue.
Just go. Like, if I'm going, like if we're going to the Pearl, like we do sometimes, right? And to go smoke and stuff like that, like I can just load that up and take it with me. Okay. All right, your turn. What'd you get?
All right. You know I'm a slut for foundation.
Mm-hmm.
They're having one come out called the Tabernacle Night Commander.
Okay.
So it's inspired after the Ethiopian Crown Council, right? After sorry, I'm swallowing. So the wrapper is Connecticut broadleaf, the binder is Mexican San Andreas, and the filler is Honduran and Nicaraguan.
Oh,
it's a little pricey though. It's gonna be like $40 a cigar.
It's a little bit pricey,
but it's gonna be like regular production. Unlike they moved that other one, the Spectre or whatever.
Yeah.
The Scepter. They moved that to regular production too.
Oh, really?
But that's what it looks like.
I saw those. Those are gorgeous. That's really, really
gorgeous. And I'm like, I'm down to spend the money. Like, I'm excited for him because Tabernacle, I like how all their stuff has like a story. It's like a historical, like it has like a historical meaning or a biblical meaning.
If you couldn't tell me and Javi are nerds.
Yes.
We dig that stuff.
I got it wrong. It's not the scepter. It's the bro, it's Highclere Castle, all right? That's all I'm going to say.
You'll find it.
Yeah,
You'll find it. Go to Globe, they'll have it, I'm sure.
I'm always so excited for what Foundation puts out.
The Foundation puts out good sticks.
And like, if you're looking for like a budget stick, I will
Is there
not...
a Foundation cigar in there? Look at that.
Oh, what do you know? I will not turn my nose up at like their Charter Oaks.
No.
For the price, it's like what, $5-6? Mm-hmm. But if you're in Vegas, do not... Bro,
they'll
charge you $15.
Cristo?
They'll charge you $15 for one of those. Don't fucking buy
the
it.
Monte Cristo Lounge.
Like, they're coming out with the new Charter Oak that's like $13, and then they're coming out with another one. But anyway, like, Foundation, always quality smokes, always good stuff. And that's why I was like, ooh, what are you going to put out during PCA? Yeah. Them and, like, of course, you know, Tatuaje, but I don't know if you picked Tatuaje.
I did pick a Tatuaje thing. My next thing, though, is another Lotus production. The Lotus silicone ashtray. Did you see these?
No.
Bro. A beautiful... Look at this ashtray. I'm going to put a picture up of it right here.
Bro.
I'll put it up over here.
I'm going to buy.
Dude, a silicone ashtray. I saw the video of this lady, like, showing it off. Mm-hmm. And she literally grabs it and twists it. Because it's silicone. So you can drop it and it won't break or anything like that. Are you
going to buy?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Dude, imagine.
You want to know why?
Keep it in a bag?
You want to know why? $19.95. $19.95
for a silicone ashtray. That you can clean easier, wash.
They did say that it is like recommended to hand wash it.
Yeah.
But it can go in the dishwasher. They said they recommend that you hand wash it though. I'm guessing it's something like you can put in the dishwasher and put it in the top rack or whatever. But they have I think they only have 3 colors. They have like a bronze, a beige color, like almost like a cement beige kind of thing, and then a black. Did you ash?
On myself.
Yeah, it's a good time. That's a good time. And so $19.95.
I'm like, do I stand up? Like,
no, just fucking leave it.
All right, I catch on fire.
Oh God! And that's how Matt and Javi get famous.
Right?
The guy that got caught on fire. This is another really cool thing for somebody who's a beginner smoker, and not even a beginner smoker. Like if you're just looking for a good ashtray to have, and maybe a couple of them. Like maybe you got a cigar room like this, right? And you want to put a couple of ashtrays out, and you don't want to spend $40 for one. You go spend $40 and buy 2.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And kind of put them out, and so that way everybody's got an ashtray.
My question is, good. If your cigar is really hot and you toss it in there,
no,
will the heat
I don't think so.
No, right?
I think so. Silicone?
It shouldn't melt. I don't know. Just an idea. Just a thought. We'll test it out. I'll just take a torch to it. We'll see.
You know what? We'll buy one and we'll do it.
We'll torture test it.
Just
sponsor us.
Yeah, right? Come on, Lotus. We're
please
talking you up.
Please.
We definitely like your products. All right, what do you got?
All right. I hope I'm not taking your Tatuaje one.
I hope not either.
The Tatuaje 20th?
No.
Okay. So, Tatuaje, they're coming out with their 20th anniversary.
I saw that.
Cigar. I really want to try them.
Yeah, the Miamis?
Yeah.
It's Miamis, right?
Yeah, they're the Miamis.
Did you see that ceramic?
Bro.
Thing they're coming out with?
Dude, the jars?
Gorgeous.
Yes.
Really nice.
Honestly, if Club gets them, I might get one. But right now, guess what? Delivery date to be determined.
Oh, yeah. My next one's like that too.
Or did you see their tenure, the tool?
Yeah.
The tux, but it's like a perfecto.
Yep.
That one looks
gorgeous.
Fucking good.
Gorgeous.
I don't know. I really like the Mexican San Andreas wrapper that they put on them.
Mexican San Andreas is a really, really good wrapper.
Yeah.
So it's like Sumatra. I don't know. I fucking love cigars, dude.
Yeah,
honestly. Fucking like.
But I got burnt out because I was smoking 2 times a day when I was in Port A.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would smoke I finished the Tatuaje Grand, the huge one.
Yeah.
Finished that on the beach in like an hour.
This big?
No, a little.
A little bit further than that.
Like an hour and 30.
Oh,
I was just puffing, and then that night I had like an Opus, and I was like, bro, I'll smoke again during the podcast.
Yeah. My next thing is talking about Opus. I'm a Fuente slut.
Oh my God, please do not say that box because that was mine.
The Fuente y Padron.
Okay, no.
No, this is the Fuente.
Wait, haven't we been fucking talking about that one for like years?
I do have the box on here though. That box?
We're gonna talk about it next.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
So the Fuente Padrones, which are obviously right, Fuente and Padron, right, which are like the two families that if you smoke cigars, you know these guys, right?
Yeah,
like you know, like if you've been in cigars, you've heard their names thrown around, you know that they're talked about all the time. So what they did is which most of the people that already smoke cigars know this. Padron came out and made a cigar in commemoration of Carlito Fuente's dad. Mm-hmm. And then Fuente made a cigar in commemoration of Padron's dad, which were the two founders of their... Well, actually, I take that back. Because I don't think Fuente's dad was the founder. I think it was his grandpa that was the founder. I think. Yeah. I think. And I want to say that it was going under until Carlito took it over. Yeah, Carlito was like the saving grace for this fucking company.
Damn.
When your cigar shop burns down, or when your cigar house burns down.
We're sharing it with
once a year. So they're only making 2,000 of these boxes. And please look up these boxes. If not, I'll put a picture up here. And I say I will because I reached out to Half Wheel. I don't think I told you this. I reached out to Half Wheel just to be like, hey, like, I want to use some of your photos that you have. We obviously weren't there at PCA. Like, is there any way we can use these photos? So I'm still waiting for an answer back, but I emailed them on Friday at fucking 5. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they're not in the office anymore. They're only making 2,000 boxes. The wrapper, guess what it is? Nobody knows. Undisclosed. Binder? Undisclosed. Filler? Undisclosed. We do know it's a 7x50 though. It's a 7x50, so it's a smoke.
That sounds good.
It's a smoke.
That sounds good.
And the release date? To be determined.
Yep.
To be determined.
Bro, they've been talking about it for like a year, haven't they? That they're going to do that? And you and I were like, oh yeah, we'll buy a box.
Well, honestly, they've been talking about it maybe for 2 years now. Because they kind of like announced, like, hey, like...
We're going to do this?
Fuente and Padron are coming up with something. Here's my thing. And I'm putting this down right now. It's on the video. I guarantee you, Cigar Aficionado's top list of that year.
Oh, it's going to be that one.
It's going to be the first time that they have a tie. And the Fuente and the Padron will be the top number ones. I almost guarantee it, dude.
I wouldn't doubt it, yeah.
Like,
how much money you want to throw at us to be on our list?
Exactly, dude. And like at 2,000 boxes, that's not very many boxes, dude. No. That's not very many boxes of this cigar. I don't know, to be honest with you. If I'm guessing, I'm thinking like 20.
All right,
so you get 10 Fuentes, 20 Fuentes, and 10 Padrones. If I can, we just got a heat advisory warning.
Bro, we get that every day.
Good Lord. That's why the Alexa went off. So, yeah. That's what we got going on now. Fucking.
Okay, I have one.
What's yours? You
know me. I love Warped.
Yeah, Warped's good.
They're coming out with the cigar I had when I was 18 again. The Black Honey. So, he hasn't released it.
I remember you telling me about these. You told me about these.
So, I have one left. He's coming out with them again. Bro, I'm so excited. But they're 22 a cigar. When I was 18, they were not 22 a cigar. They were like 13.
All the cigar prices, dude, are going up.
Yep. So I was like, you know what? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was like 18. I forget.
I think the $20 range might be the new norm for mid-level cigars. I think we're going to see Plasencias.
Shit, like 15 is the new fucking norm right now.
I think we're going to see Plasencias and stuff like that go to the $30 range.
Don't say that.
I think we're going to see like mid-level cigars go to the $20 range.
Don't say that.
I think so, dude.
Because then I might as well just make a run right now and fucking take out a loan and
sell my car. And
I bought these.
So if you see Javi walking around, just give him a lift, all right? He needs to buy some cigars. I guess you want to talk about this together then? This is the...
Zach was like, what's up? You want it?
Oh, yeah. Like I remember he sent it. Yeah.
And I was like, fuck.
This is the Impossible Collection by Arturo Fuente. And if y'all are cigar smokers, I know y'all have seen this. If you're not a cigar smoker, go look this up. Just go look it up and look at this box. It's a gorgeous box. And the cigars that are in these boxes are some of the hardest to get ever. Mm-hmm. I'll go through the first, 6, and then you go to the other ones.
I got you.
So the Fuente Opus X 20 year, Celebration Double Corona, the Arturo Fuente Don Carlos Lancero, the Fuente Opus X 20-year Celebration Phantom, the Fuente Opus X Angel Share, the 2016, the Fuente Opus X Forbidden X 13, and the Fuente Opus X BBMF Natural. The BBMF Naturals are, the BBMF are just hard to get in general because you generally have to buy the purple rain box and shit like that. Yep.
And then you got the Fuente Opus X 25, the Fuente Opus X BBMF Maduro, the Fuente Opus X 2020 Sol de Amor, the Fuente Opus X 2020 Viento de Amor, and then the I'm just going to say Opus X Perfection, number 77 Shark, Opus X PJ, and Opus X Toy Maker. But the box looks fucking nice.
Gorgeous, dude.
MSRP is about $2,300 for 13 cigars.
Yeah, 23, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Bro, that's like $180 a cigar.
I guess when you're Fuente, you can do that, right? Like,
bro, you can go. I bought my Angel Share for like $30, alright?
Did you? A 3-pack? No, not a 3-pack.
No, you're crazy. That was per cigar. Shit, I remember when I bought a 3-pack of Opus for $76. Back in the day.
Damn.
When I was like 19.
The Angel Share?
No, it was like a different one. They came in like a black tin.
Oh. Yep. I think it's the regular Opus. Some shit like that. I don't know. My last one that I have, though, from PCA, the Tatuaje. Good Lord. The Tatuaje Anarchy.
The
Did
NFT?
you see that?
Yes.
Did you see that?
But
fucking
how
gorgeous.
much is it going to cost?
Price determined by auction. So they're auctioning.
Yep. So how much is the NFT going to cost?
It's going to cost. But there's a cigar with it, too, which is crazy. You see it? You didn't see the cigar?
But how many do you get if you win?
All of it undisclosed. The wrapper we know is Nicaraguan. The binder Nicaraguan, filler Nicaraguan. It's a 6x54. The price determined by auction, and it should be released August 2023.
Bro, the president of Nicaragua needs to watch out.
Yeah?
He went in like national news and was like, oh, we're not going to be another American fucking puppet. And was talking shit about other South American. And I'm like, hey, bro, I want my Nicaraguan cigars. Shut the fuck up.
I know they were kind of like toying with the idea of having like an embargo or something going on, which would.
I forget which South American president, bro. Call of Duty Ghost campaign, dog. He was basically like, we should unite all of South America. And I was like,
oh God!
Do you guys want to?
You
want to see why we don't have free healthcare in America?
Yeah.
You see what we did to Panama?
Yeah, literally, dude. Have you seen Oppenheimer?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you call it? PCA. Everything I heard about PCA was that some of the booths were smaller this year.
Yeah.
You know who else? Fucking crazy that I read. Those boost packs. It's kind of like the other thing besides Boveda. They're making a tube one. So the cigar tubes that you buy will actually have a humidifier in there. And it's small. It's like no shit, like this wide and like that thin.
As long as they don't put cedar in it, because,
yeah,
that's what Cubans how they would get mold inside the tubes.
Really?
Romeo and Julieta's have that problem. Allegedly. All right. So news?
If you like that part so far, I hope you did. That's the end of the PCA stuff, though. Those were our top things that we took away from the PCA, things that we enjoyed.
Yes.
And so now we've got a little bit of news to talk about. A lot of stuff going on. Not yet, Sean. Not yet. It's almost celebration time, but not yet.
We're gonna have to. Can we use the vacuum later?
Yeah, we're gonna have to use the vacuum. Well, no, these are long. You'll see. Stuff going on in the news right now. Hunter Biden is in a lawsuit.
Can't forget he left his cocaine I don't know if we talked about that. Left his cocaine in the White House.
I don't think we talked about that. The last thing we talked about, like news wise, was I think the Trump indictment.
Yeah,
I think is what it was.
Who else would be snorting coke in the White House?
Honestly, hopefully it's Joe Biden, because they need to wake that motherfucker up somehow, dude. Because Like, dude, like I was watching videos of him like during the campaign.
No, bro. What they do is the kids, they sprinkle cocaine in their hair, and that's why it goes in.
Oh God, terrible. Like if you watch him, yeah, instantly. If you watch, that's why Patreon. No, what do you call it? If you watch him like at the beginning of the campaign, like the dude was like talking well and like, and if you look at some of his older stuff, not when he's saying that Obama was the first clean, well-spoken African American. Not when he's saying stuff like that. You hear about that, right? Or you can't go into a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you're Indian or some shit like that. So random, dude. Random shit.
Bro, it's kind of like that racist shit that people will do is when they're talking to like someone who's an African American. They're like, "You're really well spoken." The fuck you mean by that?
Like, what the fuck does that mean? Anyways, like when he wasn't saying shit like that, he's really like he's quick, right? Like a politician has to be, right? Because you hit with shit all the time.
Well, remember,
and now he's just like a corpse.
Remember when he was debating Trump and he said, "We own the Federal Reserve. We own," like, and then he just stopped saying that. Bro, the Fed raised interest rates, guys. So
yeah, keep an eye out. So Hunter Biden is getting hit. He's charged with 2 misdemeanor tax evasion and a felony firearm because he lied on a background check for a firearm because it asks you if you're under the influence.
Oh, I just have to be the president's son,
and apparently you get off, dude. Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, ATF.
That's what we thought it was. But so what happened a couple of days ago? They brought up they made a plea agreement, right? And the plea agreement was between the DOJ and Hunter Biden's team, right? Every time I was looking it up, I couldn't tell if there was an actual paper that they set down, they wrote, and they signed agreement, or if it was like, hey,
a verbal,
this is what we're going to do, right? And yada, 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 right? It goes up to the judge in Delaware, and the judge is like, well, what's in this plea agreement? And both attorneys from both sides are pretty much like, don't even fucking sweat it. And she's like, no, like I want to see what's in this. Like what's in this?
Yeah.
So she's going and reading. I think they said it's page 15. Hidden in one of the small misdemeanors that he's being hit on. They gave him what's called transactional, goddamn, what's the word I'm looking for? Like where you're acquitted? Immunity. Transactional immunity. Do you know what transactional means in the law field? Lawsuit.
So he can't be sued.
Can't be sued. Nothing, like anything that he does, he could not, like they couldn't, he has immunity.
So all those deals in the Ukraine or those deals in China?
Exactly. The tax misdemeanors, all that stuff that we're finding out about.
So that's why she threw it out.
That's why she threw it out. Because she saw that and she was like, I don't want to give him transactional immunity on something that he's not going to have that power to. Like he can't, that's not a power that you can give to a citizen. That a citizen should not have. Nobody should have.
And what's crazy to me is, they talk about how Joe Biden literally used his position when he was vice president to help his son get deals done in the Ukraine. Like he would lean, because someone was trying to investigate him in the Ukraine. I forget.
Yeah.
Like
there's an attorney.
An attorney, and Biden basically leaned on him. Was like, hey,
you need to let this guy go. Because if not, then we're gonna have trouble. Like we're gonna have issues.
Yep.
Which is part of the reason. Like, did anybody consider why we were sending so much money to Ukraine for this war? Not saying that like Russia is right in any sort of way.
I mean, I'm just glad we're giving them money to stack Russian bodies, but
honestly, right? In the words of Lindsey Graham, the best money we've ever spent. That's a quote. But like, do we ever like consider why we're doing that though? For a already corrupt nation?
Yeah, they were one of the most corrupt in...
Ukraine was one of the most corrupt nations.
And that's not like some fucking Republican talking point. You can look it up.
You can literally look it up. Ukraine was one of the most corrupt countries in the world.
Wasn't he an actor or comedian or something?
Some shit like that.
Like and then his like friends are in positions of power.
Yeah. And so, and not saying that you can't like become an actor and move up and stuff like that, but like the money in Ukraine is very different.
And remember, there was an accounting error for a couple billion
that we just that we just messed up and sent them in weapons and stuff like that. Like it's
oops.
And so like when we start seeing, and that's why this case is so important.
Well, you want to know what's crazy? You know how they said Russia was like, well, there's bioweapons labs in the Ukraine, right?
Yeah.
Turns out they were right. And someone came forward, like a whistleblower, and was like, well, yeah, we do have bioweapons labs in the Ukraine.
Oh, fuck.
And then it's kind of like, oh. But still, fuck Russia. Fuck commies.
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
But that's why this lawsuit's so important to talk about. Because we can be unpacking a lot of stuff that's going on with our own government here in the United States and also going on in Ukraine and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Where they were literally using there's text messages. Like there's text messages of Hunter Biden texting his daughter, like his oldest daughter or some shit like that. I didn't realize how old Hunter Biden is. Do you know he's 52? He's 52. Oh. This guy's living a rock star life right now. Banging hookers, smoking crack, making porn.
Buying illegal guns.
By that illegally
guns.
Buying guns. And that's the thing, right? It's like that charge for anybody else, they throw the fucking book at them. Make an example, right? Yeah. Like if your last name's not Biden and it's something else, right? Throwing the fucking book at you. You know what I mean? Anybody else. And the tax misdemeanors, like there's a couple of rappers that got hit with the tax misdemeanor charge that are in prison. Are in prison right now. And like they were coming out, like their attorney, I can't remember what rappers it was. Only if we had a big boy that could look that up. That were hit with these tax misdemeanors charges, right? And like their attorneys are coming out like, hey, my guy's in fucking prison for this right now. Mm-hmm. Why isn't he going? Any kind of prison? Yep. No kind of prison. You know what I mean? And so that
the president's son,
dude. And then they asked Jean-Pierre, goddamn, what's her name? Yeah, Jean-Pierre. What's her name? But what does she do? She's the spokesperson. I don't even know. The press secretary.
Press secretary.
They asked her, like, is there any chance that the president pardons his son? And she was like, no. But I kind of want to see it happen, though. Like, I want to see.
Well, aren't they trying to, they're talking about impeachment on Biden right now?
Yeah, because everything that's going on right now that they're finding out. Like, I didn't even finish what I was saying. They found text messages of Hunter Biden texting his daughter and saying, yeah, I pay his dad bills. I paid dad's bills. Talking about his dad. Saying, like, because I'm getting all these deals in Ukraine, we're pocketing him money too. Did you know that all the grandkids were given money? Hunter Biden's kids were given money. Yeah. That was from...
So is he like money, not...
I don't think it's money laundering. I don't think it's money laundering, right? Because money laundering is very different.
Can't you give people money and then they can kind of gift it back? Some shit like that?
I think it's more of like a quid pro quo. Like, hey, we're forking you over millions of dollars. Hook it up over here and help us out with XYZ. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that kind of thing. And when, like, there's literally text messages from Hunter Biden saying, texting one of the guys in China saying, like, I'm sitting with my father right now and we need this shit cleared up. And if I hear from anybody else but you,
I read that.
Like,
one.
I know how to hold a grudge or some shit like that. Like, that's serious fucking stuff. And this was when he was vice president, right? Imagine the power he has now and what to do while he's president.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it. If this were Donald Trump,
oh, bro, easy.
Impeached.
Yep.
Impeached.
And his son would be in prison.
But because it's Joe Biden, that nobody wants to do it. So McCarthy, the Speaker of the House, said, like, we're talking about articles of impeachment. We're talking about articles of impeachment, and if this shit comes out that it's real, we're gonna impeach him. Which is what should happen.
Because it's corruption.
It's corruption. No matter what side of the party you're on, no matter what, like, you should be able to look at these facts and say...
But these people are like, oh, where'd you get that from? What news? Oh, no, that's propaganda.
Yeah. Like, all the time. If anybody's curious, I got this off of NBC, CNBC, Fox News. I think that's it. That's literally articles I went and looked up and read through the articles and stuff like that. Did you find it, Sean?
Yeah, there's a lot of names, but one of the bigger ones is Lil Wayne.
Oh, Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
That's what he went for tax evasion? Or
no.
tax misdemeanor or some shit?
Let's see.
Or what do you go to
was
prison?
charged last month with possessing a firearm and ammunition as a felon, stemming from an incident on December 23rd, 2019, in which anonymous tip led Miami police officers and federal agents to search a jet that he had been on.
That's what I'm saying. Like anybody else, dude.
Yeah, prison
For a felony firearm,
Straight to
lying, and the way they found out that he was under the influence was the photos from the laptop.
The one that they said didn't exist.
The ones that said didn't exist. Did you see? Okay, hold on. Marjorie Taylor Greene, fucking whack job. She's crazy.
Oh, 100%. She's fucking crazy.
Bro, did you see her bring up the pictures of Hunter Biden and that prostitute making a porno in the fucking Congress room? What? The IRS whistleblower that they were talking to? She showed the pictures, and she showed the pictures to show the date on there. But like, come on, like you don't fucking show
Blur
that
out,
in Congress, bro. Like they did. They blacked out. Like they censored areas that nobody probably wants to see, unless I guess you're paid. But yeah, dude, fucking crazy what's going on right now, and the whole. And the shitty thing is, I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Nope.
I don't think anything's gonna happen.
And then people are gonna push it under the rug, and then when you want to talk about it, they're gonna be like, "It's not bad. Like it is what it is." I'd rather have him over Trump. Trump's a racist piece of shit.
Which is crazy.
I was paying $2 for fucking gas. Not right.
Yeah, literally, not $3.45.
Nah, $3.50 now.
Oh no.
In Corpus, it was $4.
Walking everywhere.
So, interesting story. For some reason, no media is really fucking talking about it. It's kind of irritating. They found a biolab in Fresno County, California. Okay.
What? I didn't even hear about this.
So, authorities in California have discovered an illegal biolab in Fresno County that was running secret experiments on dangerous pathogens. So they had like 7, they were doing this out of a fucking warehouse.
In what?
Yep. So they found bioengineered mice and hazardous pathogens, COVID, HIV, hepatitis, herpes. And what helped them find it was because they did a joint task force between local and federal officials, right? And it's a months-long investigation. So they had an unpermitted laboratory filled with lab mice, medical waste, and dangerous substances, right? And it was found because there was a garden hose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Illegal that attached to the warehouse going to like the center of town. And the building was supposed to be vacant.
A water hose?
So I guess they were like,
They were like
the building's vacant.
siphoning water?
I think so.
Or they were pushing stuff out?
It's not clear on that.
Okay.
It just says they had a water hose. So code enforcement went over there and they're like,
yeah,
what the fuck? There's people in here, right? And so when people started diving deep and investigating it, right? They found out that a lot of the individuals who were working inside were Chinese nationals, right? A lot of them were Chinese nationals. And if you follow the money, the company that owns the warehouse is a Chinese company with ties back to the freaking CCP.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And where did you find this at?
It was on... Let me see. It was an article, and then I'll give you the exact website because I just took screenshots.
Dude, that is crazy. I didn't even hear about that once.
Yeah, no one's talking about it. NBC News.
Holy shit, that's great. That's terrifying.
CDC detects coronavirus, HIV, hepatitis, and herpes at unlicensed California lab. But that's not all of them. They found 20 potentially infectious agents inside the warehouse.
I would be curious to see like what the spike of like different viruses is right now in like Fresno.
Mm-hmm.
Like what if they're like slowly leaking it out, right? Like,
yep.
Wow.
The owner is Zi Qin Yao. Yep.
Yeah, Chinese. I'm gonna say it.
Like, bro, why else would a Chinese company be having a bioweapons lab on American soil?
Yeah, no, that's definitely...
in a warehouse that's supposed to be abandoned.
That's biowarfare, baby.
Shit, COVID was biowarfare, but nobody's talking about that.
Ooh. Canceled. Nah, I'm just joking.
Right.
Yeah, like we forget, like,
the Chinese
we
hate
saw
us.
this, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I don't know why people think that the Chinese, like, are cool with us.
They're
like,
not.
I don't know where that dysphoria came from, that they think that we're all, like, they still hate us over the Korean War and all kinds of shit.
Bro,
like,
they just had a document. I mean, they make us look hard as shit. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
They had a documentary about the Korean War.
They make us look better than our
Bro,
propaganda.
They make
makes us
MacArthur look fucking badass,
Hey,
bro.
MacArthur was a badass.
He steps off the ship with this fucking corncob pipe,
pipe?
and behind him, like a whole line of aircraft fly overhead.
That's
and then there's a
badass.
scene where the Chinese are in a trench freezing to death, and they're like sharing like stale pieces of bread. And then it cuts to the Americans, and it's like a fucking tent, and everyone's eating like Thanksgiving dinner, the pie, the turkey.
Oh my!
And they're like,
God.
"Look, we're resilient. We're eating cold stale bread.
Yeah.
And the Americans are having a feast, and we pushed them over the 38th parallel. We're so resilient."
Oh God,
Man, you're lucky we didn't drop an atomic bomb.
No, literally, seriously, dude. Who knows what'll happen, right?
Shit.
I'm gonna
Everyone from
Taiwan.
Ate 3 times the charm.
Yeah, no
Bro,
kidding,
you know
man.
what they said? Because also news, the Chinese were saying, we don't care how much you give Taiwan in military aid.
Yeah,
It's not going to stop us from reunifying the country with China. And we're like, bro, why do you want to fight so bad?
dude. Yeah, they want it, dude. They want it.
We're going to show you why
And
America
fucking-
doesn't have free
We'll
healthcare.
put a boot in your ass.
Bro, what I love is
Toby Keith walks out.
the Russians always do this, bro, and I love it so much. They're like, "Hey, look, we have this badass weapon, America. Look how awesome it is." Causes us to panic. We now produce something to counteract that and a better weapon 2 generations ahead.
Have you
and
ever
then it comes
seen-
out that the Russians are like, "Ours doesn't.
We're just kidding. We're
Ours
just
doesn't
kidding.
work.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
Like, it actually doesn't perform how we said."
Yeah, that was like fucking Reagan, man. Project Star Wars, how that literally corrupted or bankrupted the fucking Soviet
Yeah,
Union.
because they
dude.
were like, "Oh fuck, we gotta."
They were like, dude, we have to throw money at it. If you've never seen that, you have to look up Project Star Wars, because that's literally what Gorbachev was trying to get from Reagan. He was like, we'll denuclearize if you just give us the plans to Project Star Wars.
No.
My favorite fucking story, dude, is that they're walking down from the embassy in like Poland or some shit like that, right? And they're both walking down the stairs and they're walking side by side. And Gorbachev stops and turns around and looks at Reagan and says, I don't, after they've been going back and forth for hours, right? Sitting in a room going back and forth for hours. Gorbachev turns around and looks at him and says, I don't know what more I could have done to make you, give me the plans. And Reagan turns around and looks at him, gets his finger and puts it in his chest and says, you could have said yes. And turns around and walks away and gets in his car and takes off.
Jesus.
And that was the last time they talked. And did you know that Gorbachev went to Reagan's funeral?
Damn.
Because he had that much respect for him.
I respect
He
that.
writes it. He writes about Reagan in his books and talks about him so highly because of shit like that Reagan had the balls to be like,
Damn.
the leader of the Soviet Union, dude. It's pretty much telling him to fuck off.
Bro, you know what's really cool? Okay, so I'm just going to briefly explain it because you're going to see it in Oppenheimer and like it goes by really fast so you won't understand. There's a part where someone's kind of like talking to Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Oppenheimer, whatever. And they're like, do you not know who that guy is? And it was like, no. He's like, that dude, literally, his heritage is Russian. The guy was talking to Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
And he was like, his heritage is Russian. He literally went back to Russia during the Bolshevik Revolution to kill commies. He fucking hates commies.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Who hates commies?
you're going to see it in the film.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm excited.
Bro, it's so good.
I'm so
But
excited.
moral of the story is, fuck commies.
Yeah. Yep. I second. Fuck the commies, dude, because it's, whatever. I think that's it for news though, right?
Oh, but Oppenheimer, he drops like a fucking banger line. Because someone's like,
I heard there's a sex scene. Is there a sex scene in there? Really?
because someone's like, oh, like, they're talking to him about the Communist Manifesto.
Yeah.
And he was like, he says like a certain thing from it about like keeping property or something.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, it says this. He's like, oh, well, I wouldn't know because I read the original. I read the original in German.
Hey, you know Gene Simmons?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that, like, his mom was in a concentration camp? And he was a baby at the time?
Holy
And
shit.
they got out of there? Like, this was toward the end of the Nazi regime. But they were, like, Gene Simmons was in a concentration camp as a little kid.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I just saw an interview with him on, with Pierce Morgan or something like that. And he's talking the story, when they're coming over to the US. And he said that there's a guy like sitting kind of high and they're like picking people out, I guess like with small children or something. And so, they pull her up and they're like, will you denounce like the Nazis, I guess, or whatever, right? And, obviously she spoke Hebrew and he was speaking English. And so they were a miscommunication. And he's like, if you denounce it, raise your right hand. And she salutes like that, right? Because that's the only way she'd ever seen it. And they said the guy gets down, he walks over to her, and he here and kind of lowers it down and says, you'll never have to do that again. You're an American citizen.
Damn.
Yeah. And Gene Simmons is like crying, dude, telling the story. Yeah. He's like crying, telling the story, dude. Like it was great. I didn't know that at all. No,
Yeah.
I think it's it for news though.
Yeah.
Huh? Short little news segment, huh? PCA.
Yeah, short. It's an hour.
No, it's not. We talked for an hour? Sorry, I thought it was short. I'm sorry. I apologize.
A little under an hour.
Oh, okay.
Like 52
It's probably
minutes.
going to be about an hour because before we head out, we have something to talk about. And we are extremely, proud and happy and excited. And so we're going to, as you can see, we have this little box here and people that follow us on Instagram and, saw us at the event and all that stuff know, that we are doing a giveaway once we reached 100 subscribers. And I am happy to finally say that we, definitely did. So we got to celebrate. So we are finally at 100 subscribers. 100 subscribers, completely excited. And we're actually at 106 subscribers. So we are completely excited for everybody who has joined this rambling community.
About a confetti cannon.
Poof! Right, the whole room, right? Well, the next goal is going to be 500. And for that one, we'll get
We're going to drop
cannons.
20 cigar, really, right? Give away 20.
I'm down.
Oh, fuck, what do we do
Yeah,
at
I know, right?
1,040? No.
We are extremely blessed and happy. This is our first milestone that we really wanted to hit, was to get to 100 subscribers. And when I called Javi was like, there's 100 fucking people that want to listen to us. Now there's 106 people that want to listen to us. So
Joe's episode has 99 views.
99 views, dude. 99 views. So it's spectacular. It's our second best so far. Our Star Wars episode, for some reason, killed it. People liked watching that one. So they love seeing Javi in a Chewbacca costume. But me and Javi and Sean all want to take a moment and say thank you to each and every one of you that have liked and subscribed and commented. And so because of that, at the bottom of this episode, everybody who wants to win these cigars, like, comment, and make sure you're a subscriber, because in a week, we are going to put it into all of the names that everybody that has commented, liked, and subscribed is going to go into ChatGPT, whatever, and we're going to have them pick the winner.
We didn't forget about you people who were at the cigar event.
Exactly. Everybody who's at the cigar event knows that they got 2 entries when they subscribed then and there. So we have everybody's information. We have it all. We are extremely excited to finally give away these cigars because they've been sitting in my humidor. We have 6 cigars that we're giving away. We've got the Room 101 13th anniversary, the Stinky Pinky, which is a phenomenal cigar. Really, really good cigar. We have the
Tatuaje Reserva Broadleaf.
Mm-hmm. We have the David?
Yeah, it's a David.
The David from Foundation. We have a Zeno. I want to say it's a 2007 Master Blend that have been aging in my humidor for probably 3 years. Great. For everybody to know, Zeno Davidoff was the founder of Davidoff. So this is a cigar line that they come out with in commemoration for Zeno. We have a Opus X Disalino or whatever the hell it's called.
And a Sober Mesa.
And a Sober Mesa. So make sure you like, you comment, and make sure you're a subscriber. Do all those things. Comment down below. We're finally at 106. So you still have time to get into that. So as long as you're a subscriber, as long as you comment on this video, Say what's up. Say
shit.
we
But what if
suck,
they're audio
say,
listeners
on
Spotify?
It was 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was 100.
Hey, if
on
you're a
YouTube.
listener on Spotify, please
Just
go
jump
to YouTube.
jump over to the YouTube. All you have to do is be a subscriber. Go down to the bottom, like it, and comment on this video. That's all you have to do. Comment, hey, comment. I want to win these fucking cigars. When we get a winner, we'll reach out to you, or you reach out to us when you watch that episode. And then what we'll do is we'll make sure you're obviously over the age of 21. We'll Zoom call whatever we got to do. We'll Zoom call whatever we got to do, and then we'll either take you these cigars or ship them to you or whatever the hell we got to do. And then you get a Two Guys Rambling koozie in there as well too. So as always, thank you for being here with us. I did not expect us to go this long in the news segment, but we definitely wanted to have a little celebration and say thank you to all of you, because we absolutely appreciate every single one of you who have obviously been here since the beginning, a whole 3 months ago,
Yes.
to now. Brings a tear to my eye. But other than that, that's it we got for this episode. Make sure you watch Thursday's episode where we rate the CHF. And then we also are going to talk about cigars and cruise, how it is smoking cigars on a cruise, what to do, what not to do, what you can take, what you can't take. And then kind of what my stops were that I did and where I bought cigars at and where I didn't buy cigars at. Cause I was a little sketched out. So, make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below. I don't care what you say down there. I don't think you can cuss on YouTube though, cause I think YouTube
Yeah, except for that guy on
YouTube
YouTube Shorts. Fuck you, not right.
Oh, that guy. Poor guy. Bless his heart. What do you call it? So comment down below, like, comment, subscribe. But other than that, we are out of here. Peace.